Mr. Venom. Yo, hola.
We are in Atlanta, Georgia, the home nest for the Hawks. It's an interconference matchup right here. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. First game of this trip here for the Pelicans. They're hoping to start it off with the W. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Yeah, and they'll only play twice against this club this season. So this is it. And I think their goal will be to duplicate what they did in the first contest when they really controlled the action and had a solid game.
You know, absolutely. Given the way things went for them in that game, I'll bet they wish they could play them more than just twice. But we'll see if they feel that way once this game's over.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Money, he's in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Davis. And it's Knox in at the center position. Now here is Fields. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. And the basket by Rubio.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
A three. The shot's good for Money. Money's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Rubio with it. They set the pick. Off the screen. And he hits the jumper for two. Rubio's got his second bucket tonight. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Money. Passes it to Knox. And that one's good.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against New York.
That was an impressive defensive performance. The athleticism, the intensity, the energy, really shutting their opponent down.
And Steve, that was reflected in their block total. I mean, they were extremely disruptive. Equal parts hustle, muscle, and smarts.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Money. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And thank you, Doris. The Hawks trail by 4. Rubio outside. Vicious to Tinsley. Back to Rubio. Fields the pass to Jordan. Rubio outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. That's good. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
Here's Money. Covered by Rubio. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's Fields on the wing. Goes up the baseline. And again, it's Atlanta. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here. And neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Porter against George. Here's Tinsley. Off the left rim and out.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Out to the right wing. Here's Money, covered by Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. Money passes to Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Now, here's Rubio, averaging 10 points per contest. Porter kicks to Rubio. No good on the triple. Pelicans leading by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Count that one.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
He dishes it to Fields. Back to Rubio. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Rodic.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
The drive by Rubio. The feed now to Tinsley. The Hawks again can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Pass to Knox. All alone. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Here's Rubio. Rubio left side. No good.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
The pass to Money. Tries it from the top of the key. Soft touch off the glass. 11 points in the game.
His shot is looking really good here in the first.
Sure is, Clark, and he's nailing everything. 5 for 5 already.
They set the pick, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Tinsley. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York.
And you can't talk about his performance without mentioning his superior shot blocking in that game, really imposing his will.
Clock at 6.
Well, if the defender doesn't buy the pump fake, there's a good chance he's going to be able to tip that ball loose.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Well, over the course of the last 10 games, these big men have been the NBA's best at the charity stripe. The Hawks trail by 12.
Check out the numbers for Paul George. His last month of basketball has been fantastic. Second in field goal percentage, and he's one of the elite shooters in the NBA, in the top 5 in three-point field goal percentage.
And let's look at his phenomenal field goal percentage again, Steve. I mean, that's really a function of good teammates, a good system, but most of it is just taking good shots and making most of them.
Here's Fields, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Curry's checked in. Here's Money. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Puts it up from 17. The shot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now, here's Rubio. feeds it to Porter. And Rubio kicks to Fields. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Rubio penetrating. Tries again. And the shot is good.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
New Orleans leading by 10. Davis with a screen on Rubio. To the middle. Knocks the pass to George. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
And Davis throws it down.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Rubio outside. Fields against Curry. Fields dishes to Rubio. Rubio can't get that one to fall.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Rubio right side. Jordan kicks to Rubio. Fields the pass to Rubio. The dish to Porter. Hawks passing it around. Takes the 3. Tries again. Rubio misses.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
The Pelicans have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And in general, this has been a very good foul shooting team, about 79% on the season.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Muscala's checked in.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Picked by Horford. There's a good screen. Guzman, who's guarded by Davis. Shoots from the block, and he gets the jumper to drop. Here's Money. He's got 8. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
See how he used the rim to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that reverse.
Pelicans leading by 12. He feeds it to Davis. Horford with the rebound.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
De La Rosa. That drops.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now here is Davis. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Money passes to George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here is Horford. He had 13 points in the win against New York.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Here's Money. Passes it to Muscala. It's tipped. Guzman passes to Byers, and he gets it to go.
Now, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
The shot's good for money.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Here's Christie. And that's a foul called on money. That'll be his second.
Too many turnovers.
Look. The Hawks trail by 16. They've got Ricky Rubio. And it's Tinsley in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here's Rubio. He's guarded closely. Here's Fields. The Hawks again can't hit.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, guys, money in the last outing against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He ended up with 65 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Here's Davis, rebounded by the Hawks.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Rubio with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Rubio's got 7 points in the game.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
That one is good for money. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus. I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Now, here is Fields, averaging 14 points a game. From beyond the arc, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And they were nearly flawless offensively in that win, Kevin. Once they got rolling, they just did not stop.
My kind of performance to watch, guys. Efficient and potent. Very strong. He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Pass to money. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
And he dunks it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here is Porter. The Pelicans make their last shot. Fields dishes to Porter. Clock at 6. Now, here's Rubio. Not a lot of room, and that one's good.
Okay, now on defense, we're going to make sure they get no looks inside. That means 1 foot in the paint, helping on all drives, and contesting everything at the rim. Let's do it.
Curry's checked in for New Orleans. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big man. Anthony Davis, number 1.
Boy, he's just a dominant presence in the low post. He gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get into good position down low before he actually catches the ball.
And I like the way his game is adaptable based on what the defense is showing. I mean, he'll change it up from game to game as long as he's still able to get high percentage shots.
Here's Rubio after the made shot from Money. And Rubio kicks to Fields. Jordan sets the pick for Fields. Rubio with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Rubio's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Hawks. Pelicans leading by 18. Davis with a screen on Rubio. Here's Money. Tinsley covering. Down low. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Porter. His last 10 games, averaging 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
Here's Rubio after the made shot from Money. Rubio outside. And Fields kicks to Tinsley. Rubio outside. Offline with his 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here's Money. He's got 19. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Porter. And that one hits back iron.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Rubio comes with the double team. Right side Curry. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now, here's Rubio. He's covered closely. Rubio left side. Here's Porter. Misses off the right iron. Pelicans leading by 22. Curry passes to Money. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively. It has all been working for him today.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
The drive by Rubio. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Rubio having a good one. He has 12 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Hawks. Davis sets a screen. Off the pick, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Look at that lead up and down the court. They have been in complete control all night.
And it's kept this building as quiet as a library. These fans have had nothing to cheer for.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by New Orleans. The drive by Rubio. For Atlanta, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw, no good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 23. Rubio comes with the double team. And there's the pass to Knox. Kicks it to Curry. Passes it to Money. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 15. Horford dishes to Rubio. Fields with the 3. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Money, defended by Christie. Pass to Muscala. Wide open look. And that one's good.
Making 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
1:30 left here in the second. There's the bucket. Good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Money passes to Knox. Makes it off the glass. 13 points in the game.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Horford. Shot on the wing. The shot misses. Great D that time for Money.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
26 seconds left in the first half.
Jump ball.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Muscala, the pass to Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
Here's Christie. The pass to Byers. Knocked loose. Here's Money. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.